Okay, the purpose of this video is to demonstrate a decrease that you probably won't find in the books. Okay, in this hat, I've already switched to my smaller 4.0 hook, and I am on a row. This row has 3 stitches per pattern repeat, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so on this round, it's very hard to figure out where to do your decrease for this round. And what I came up with was to do it by making a part of a single crochet and then going into the stitch I would normally go into for the double crochet, yarn over, like I'm doing the double crochet, and then I pull through all 3. See? So I did a single crochet, double crochet, decrease. Okay? I don't know what else to call it. Okay, and then we go into the top of this one, and we do the same thing. Yarn over, go into the front loop, pull through, and then pull through all 3. Okay. Okay. And I think that makes a pretty neat stitch. And then we do our last single crochet in the back loop, maybe. Hope you can see the sunshine. We haven't been getting much of it. Okay. We bring that over underneath, pull up the contrast color. Or no, actually that's the main color. Yep. And we bring it back over. Okay, now we are left with 2 loops on the hook. Or not 2 loops on the hook, 2 loops in each pattern repeat. Get my stitch and yarn out of the way. 1, 2, 1, 2. So there's only 2 left. Option here is you could go all the way around doing a invisible single crochet decrease. I'll show you that. For the very first one, you do it it gets a bit of fiddly when you're at the top of the hat. There we go. Maybe. Let's try it again. Okay. Go down into the middle of the loop, down into the stitch, pull it up. Okay. Tighten just a bit, maybe. There. Okay. And then to do it on the very first one, you would go only that far on your single crochet. Instead of completing it, go into the next stitch, pull up the loop, and then pull that loop through the other two. And then you would go on around by going into that loop, into the next loop, and pulling that through both of them. Being careful not to let them get messy here. And you would continue that all the way around the single crochets. Now, if by chance you had a big gap here, much more than this, you could do that as half double crochets instead of single crochets, but it would be a bit messy. So the other option is to basically do what we did at the beginning of this other round. I didn't show you. I completed like I was going to make a single crochet, but I am going into, whoops, yarning over and making that single crochet, double crochet, decrease. Okay? Yarn over and go through all. Okay? For the rest of the round, you're just simply going to skip over that other stitch, pretend it's not there, and go into, whoops, not into the double crochets, but the stitch that's next to it, the front loop. Trying to get it tight. Okay. And you're just going to do that all the way around into that front loop. It's a lot of maneuvering of the hat to get everything tight. Doing a lot of things on an angle. Hope you can see it. There. Oops, see, even that one got a little loose and messy. But you try. Okay. There. There we go. And I guess we have one more. Okay. At this point, you would cut the yarn using a long tail because you're going to be using it to weave in. And I also like to leave enough that if there's any messiness here, you can, in this top part, you can use it to kind of neaten things up. Maybe by going through here you can pull those stitches together so there's not as big a gap. Works really well. In fact, I did that on this hat went around inside of there. You can probably see it. And closed up some of that gap. Okay. Go under. Okay, and it pushes us over, and get this down out of the way. There we go. Airplane. I live on the flight path for the airport. Oh, come on. Another reason to make it nice and long so you can pull it down on the way. Okay, and then for the top, you just do slip stitches in each stitch all the way around. At this point, you should have only one stitch per pattern repeat. This had 8 repeats of the pattern. Oh, we got a tangled up mess. There we go. Okay. So it's only 8 stitches around. And another airplane busy time. Probably should say jet. Yeah. And I just do it in that back loop only. And oops, there. Back loop is there. And then visually you can come back into the same one, maybe. What we'll do is we'll cut the yarn again, leaving a nice long tail for weaving in and fixing up. There. Oh, there it is. Looking for my needle. Okay. There. And in order to complete this, you can just go under those 2 loops. And back into where it came out. There. And then, in order to neaten it up and to close things off, I like to go under the inside loop of each slip stitch around. maybe. There we go. And then you just pull gently, and it closes it, and then you can go in and under from the inside, and sometimes even coming up from here. That might work. There. And I would do this one in, and then I would go through and neaten these up with my weaving in, and I get that one to line up a little bit better with the needle and yarn. So that is a basic formula hat, and it could have just as easily been done with, instead of 9, 8, or 10 stitches per pattern repeat. And with the techniques in the other videos, you can see that the seam is not all that noticeable. So, another hat done for donating to a cancer patient. Have a nice, bright, shiny day.